as manifested anyway, we have a quorum, so we take it by that. Let's start with our agenda as we have already been almost delayed. So let's start with the first item on our agenda with the permission of the chair and the other members. Go ahead, Mel, please.
Our first agenda is the presentation of post-qualification report for the project provision of security services requirements for CAAP Area 10 under a 3-year service agreement with bid number 21-002-11 SBAC with an ABC of 48,137,383 pesos and 32 centavos. End user is CSIS.
Okay.
Do we have a TWG, please, from the CSIS?
Good afternoon.
Here.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir, Mr. Chair. I-share ko lang yung post-call document namin, sir.
All right.
So for NCR, nakikita na po.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. For the provision of security services requirements for CAAP main office and nearby facility, the approved budget is 45 million. Sir, wait. 45 million for 432,823.44. And the lowest calculated bid was submitted by the Advanced Remote Managed Security Services Incorporated, or the ARMC. Their bid offer is amounting to 38,861,073.24. For the submitted technical and financial documents, isa-scan ko na lang po if okay, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
And okay, so for the notarized checklist for item number 1, responsive. Number 2, responsive. For number 3, responsive. Item number 4, A, B, and C, non-responsive. The TWG has evaluated the submitted bid of the RMC and have found out that item A is non-responsive since they have no documents submitted, sir.
Okay.
So
which
for
one? The attestation that they have no pending case?
Sir, letter A, certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against eligibility requirements as prescribed under 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of RA 9184.
All right. For the record,
Yes,
for TWG, this is a requirement from a memorandum coming from the DOTR, correct? This is an additional requirement imposed upon us by our mother agency, the Department of Transportation, right?
Yes, sir.
Just for the record. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
For item number 5, responsive. Item number 6, responsive. For number 7, responsive. Number 8, responsive as shown. Item number 9, responsive. Item 10, responsive. For number 11, SLCC, responsive. 12, 13, 15, all responsive except for the one yung hindi sila nakapag-submit, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Can I proceed to our recommendation, sir?
Go ahead, please.
With reference to above findings, the RMC, the TWG recommends that the RMC be disqualified by or offering an incomplete bid. That the bid proposal of RMC disqualified due to the following ground: non-compliance with the provision stipulated in Section 3, Bid Datasheet ITB Clause 10.1, letter I, as shown yung
Yeah, the one you discussed earlier.
yes sir, yes sir. In this regard, the TWG respectfully recommends that the bid proposal of the Eagle Matrix,
Wait lang,
which is the second,
bakit Eagle Matrix yan? ARM siyang pinag-uusapan natin, di ba?
yes sir, we recommend, sir, we recommend that the RMC, item number 1, recommend that the RMC will be disqualified because
Okay,
of the
alright.
incomplete bid. And for item number 2, we recommend
Alright.
that the second lowest calculated bid, or that the Eagle Matrix submitted, would undergo the post-qualification process, sir.
Alright, sorry, my bad. Okay, that is the recommendation of the technical working group. Any comments, inputs from the other members? So there are 2 items that are being requested for action by the Bids and Awards Committee. First is the disqualification post-disqualification of RMC for submitting an incomplete bid, and that is the certification under oath that there is no pending case filed against the government. They did not submit. And the second action required from us is to approve the not bid proposal, di ba? For to undergo post-qua, di ba? Post-qualification of
Yes, sir.
Eagle Matrix. Okay. So, comments from the other members, please. If there are no comments, may I hear a motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Okay. Sir, please go ahead.
nauna ka, Sir Arnold, ikaw na lang. Sige.
Sir Elmer, sino ba yun?
Si Albert, sir. Si Sir Hill na, sir. Sige. Standby.
Okay. Mr. Chair, may I recommend for the recommendation of the technical working group for the disqualification of arms as stated in their findings. Thank you.
Alright. So, there's a motion to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group for disqualification and then to subject Eagle Matrix Security Agency for post-qualification. Can the motion be seconded? Anybody?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So there's a motion duly seconded. So the recommendation of the technical working group security is hereby adopted. So ARMS is hereby disqualified for submitting incomplete bid, reasons already stated in the report. And therefore, the second action is for the TWG to subject the Eagle Matrix to post-qualification, being the second lowest calculated bid. May I just clarify from the TWG that this particular area is not among those that are subject of complaint from a particular law firm representing a particular security agency as well? No? Just a
No, sir.
confirmation for the record.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. With the permission of the chair, that is the motion duly seconded, carried. Thank you. Next item, Secretariat, please.
Sir, the next item is the provision of security services requirements for CAAP Area Center 12 under a 3-year service agreement amounting to 21,419,661 pesos and 40 centavos. This will be presented again by our TWG from CSIS, Engineer Odessa Cortez.
All right, go ahead. Thank you, Attorney Irish. Odessa, please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Then same process na lang ha. I-ano mo lang kung
Yes, sir.
pansin kung ano.
Ay, wait, sir. 12. Wait. The ABC of the project for CAAP Area Center 12 is 41 million, 41 million as shown, and the bidder that submitted the bid proposal amounting to 40,282,097 is Eagle One Security Services Incorporated or ESSI. As per submitted documents, as earlier, i-rundown ko na lang po. Responsive.
Alright, PJEPs responsive, PSA responsive. Okay, go ahead. Item 7 responsive, 8 responsive,
Responsive. 9 responsive, sir. 10. Item 10 responsive. Item 11 responsive.
SLCC responsive, financial
SLCC
documents
responsive. Financial document. NFCC responsive. Bid security declaration responsive. Compliance conformity. Item number 14 responsive. Notarized certificate of satisfactory responsive. Number 16, authority to conduct site inspection, responsive. Number 17, certificate of site inspection, responsive. Number 18, security plan, responsive. Number 19, company profile and organizational structure, responsive. Number 20, security management expertise, responsive. Number 21, latest MDR, responsive. Submitted for months of September, October, and November. Number 22, certificate of availability of required firearms, responsive. Number 23, certificate of availability of required communication equipment, responsive. Number 24, certificate of availability of transportation vehicle, responsive. Certificate of availability of other supplies equipment, responsive. Number 26, clearance certificate for SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, and BIR, responsive. Number 27, certificate of no pending labor standard violation cases, responsive. Clearance certificate for DOLE and NLRC, responsive. DOLE certificate of non-compliance, responsive. Notarized affidavit of undertaking, responsive. Security survey report, responsive. Photocopy of official OR, responsive. Supplementary bid, responsive. And for the second envelope, bid form, responsive. Number 2, financial submission sheet, responsive. Bill of quantities, responsive. And for ITB 20.8, latest income tax return, responsive. Number 2, business license permits required, responsive. Number 3, latest audited financial statements, responsive. Number 4, statement identifying bidder's largest SLCC, responsive. Ongoing contracts, responsive. Number 6, supporting documents for the ongoing projects, responsive. Number 7, supporting documents, responsive. Contracts and certificate of performance.
Okay, what's the recommendation?
The TWG recommends that the contract be awarded to ESSI in the amount of 40,282,097.90 to Eagle One Security Services Incorporated for CAAP Area Center 12 for CAAP Area Center 12, sir.
Okay. Any comments from the other members on the recommendation of the TWG to award the contract in favor of Eagle One Security Services Incorporated for Area 12, having complied and submitted all the necessary requirements and passed the post-qualification conducted by the TWG of PAC? If there are no more comments, objections, or inputs, can we hear any motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Colonel?
may I recommend for the adoption of the recommendation group to uh, to for the
awarding of contract, Colonel Hill.
Yeah. Colonel Hill is recommending for the awarding of the adoption of the technical working group report to award the contract to Eagle One. Any second to the motion of the good colonel from CSIS, please?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So, the motion to adopt the recommendation of the WG is duly seconded. It is hereby carried. So, the resolution to award the contract for having complied with all the necessary requirements based on the evaluation and therefore recommended by the TWG. Thank you. Motion is carried. Next item, I believe last item for our security.
Yes, sir. The last item is the provision of security services requirements for CAAP main office and nearby facilities under a 3-year service agreement amounting to 45,432,823 pesos and 44 centavos. This is for presentation of post-qualification report, sir, by the TWG.
Go ahead, please.
Sir, if I may, I would like to correct the arrangement. I would present I presented yung first topic, sir, that was the NCR. Now I'm presenting the CAAP Area Center 10, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. We got that
Yes,
from
sir.
the presentation.
Yes, sir. So, for CAAP Area Center 10, the approved ABC is 48,137,383.32. The bid offer of Eagle One Security Services Incorporated is 42,976,743.12. For the findings for the first envelope, the technical component. Number 1, the notarized checklist of requirements is responsive. Number 2, the one passport size color accompanying with signatures, responsive. Item number 3, notarized authority of signing official, responsive. Item number 4, omnibus sworn statement, responsive, attached with letter A, certificate under oath. Letter B, legal clearance. Letter C, notarized affidavit of undertaking, and bid bulletin, responsive. Item number 5, legal clearance, responsive. Number 6, field jobs registration, responsive. Number 7, certificate of true copy of PSA, current regular license, responsive. A certified true copy of clearance of no derogatory record, responsive. Item number 9, certified true copy, valid and current certificate of registration, responsive. Item number 10, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, responsive. Item number 11, SLCC, responsive. Financial documents for eligibility check or NFCC, responsive. Bid securing declaration, responsive. Compliance conformity, responsive. Notarized certificate of satisfactory performance, responsive. Authority to conduct site inspection, responsive. Certificate of site inspection, responsive. Security plan, responsive. Company profile and organizational structure, responsive. Security management expertise and experience of key agency officers, responsive. Latest monthly disposition report for the month of September, October, and November 2021, responsive. Certificate of availability of required firearms and ammunition, responsive. Certificate of availability of required communication equipment, responsive. Certificate of availability of required transportation vehicle, responsive. Certificate of required other supplies, equipment, responsive. Clearance certificate for SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, and BIR, responsive. Certificate of pending or no pending labor standards violation cases, responsive. Clearance for DOLE and NLRC, responsive. DOLE Certificate of Compliance on Occupational Safety, responsive. Notarized Affidavit of Undertaking, responsive. Security Survey Report, responsive. Photocopy of official receipt or of the bid documents, responsive. Supplementary bid bulletin, responsive. For the financial component, bid form, responsive. For the financial proposal, responsive. Bill of quantities, responsive. As per submitted documents in connection to ITB Section 20.8, latest income and business tax return, responsive. Submitted, responsive. Business license permits, submitted, responsive. Latest audited financial statement, submitted, responsive. Statement identifying the bidder's largest completed contract, responsive. Updated status of ongoing contracts, including contracts awarded to but not yet started, responsive. Supporting documents for all ongoing government and private contracts, responsive. Supporting documents, contracts, and certificate of performance for the single largest completed contract, responsive. With reference to the above findings, the bid proposal of Legal One Security Services is recommended for awarding of contract in the amount of 42,976,743 pesos and 12 centavos to Eagle One Security Services or ESSI for having complied with all the legal, technical, and financial requirements. Sir.
Okay. Comments from the other members on the recommendation of the TWG to award the contract to Eagle One Security Services Incorporated for having been able to comply with all the necessary requirements as the bid evaluation report as well as the post-qualification report conducted by the TWG. Any comments? I hear none. Can I hear any motion from the other members, please?
Mr. Chair?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Sige.
Sige po. Go ahead.
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, okay po. Sir, I move to adopt the recommendation of PWG to award the provision of the security services for Area 10 to Eagle One Security Service Incorporated being the single calculated responsive bid. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I
So
second
there's a
motion,
motion.
Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded to award the contract worth 42,976,743 pesos and 12 centavos to Eagle One Security Services Incorporated. There were no objections, comments, or inputs whatsoever from the other members. In fact, there's a motion duly seconded, so the motion is carried with the permission of the chair. Thank you. So the motion is carried. Any other items that the other members want to discuss, or TWG and Secretariat for today's meeting?
Those are the only items for our meeting for today, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, thank you very much, TWG and Secretariat. Ilan pa ba ang wala tayong bagong kontrata? Ilang areas pa? Anyway, you don't have to answer now. You can report during the next meeting. And just a reminder that BAC Security can push through with not only the procurement process but as well as the notice of award, because this is the TWG and our legal can confirm this. This is not part of the election ban. So just confirm that. I think we're not precluded from continuing on with our procurement process. Just confirm that with, I think there's a GPP Ben Comelec resolution enumerating what are those covered by the election ban. And I think those that are not housing projects, social projects, and infra projects, if they are part of MOOE, can be continued. So, thank you very much.
Attorney Dan?
Go ahead, sir. Sir Chair, go ahead.
Yes, may we know what happened with regards to the reply with the letters from Attorney?
The lawyers of Eagle Matrix, correct. I'm also interested to know, Mr. Chair. We
Yes.
ask the TWG.
Mr.
Any
Chair,
updates on that?
Mr. Chair, if I may address that, sir.
Go ahead, Attorney Irish.
Sir, we are still coordinating with the TWG, sir, regarding our reply to Eagle One, sir. We will give an update as soon as I could discuss with Attorney Frank Marty as soon as we could finalize our reply, sir.
And sorry to ask this, but I would like to also second the concern of the chair. Probably a concern also of the other members. Can we give a timeline as well? Would it take another week or a couple of weeks before we can see the initial draft? Not to
Mr. Chair.
pressure you, but we understand that the TWG members here are also member of other BAC. That is notwithstanding the other functions, but I think that is an important and a significant concern that we need to comply with. So if the TWG can give priority also on the reply.
Mr. Chair, I will bring that up to Attorney Frank, and we will endeavor to make the reply, Mr. Chair, or to present the reply maybe within the week, sir. Maybe latest next week, sir.
Okay, siguro next week na lang para hindi tayo, baka sumamalo ni Colonel Bal pag di niya nagawa this week eh. So next week na lang para ang commitment natin. That's okay, Attorney Irish?
Yes, sir.
We can have an initial draft. Doesn't have to be final, no? You'll run this by the members anyway, and run this by legal as well if you have the time. So let's make sure lang we have an initial draft so we have an idea of the legal theory and the legal handle that we will be using in order to have a sufficient reply to the demands of Eagle Matrix yun di ba? Not Eagle One, that's Eagle Matrix. So, para lang
Yes, sir.
Okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir. We will have an initial draft next week, sir.
Thank you, Sir Val. Would that be okay, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Atty. Dan.
Thank you, sir.
Para hindi naman ma-pressure si Atty. Iris.
Sige, sir. Wala nang love life yan si Iris eh.
Sir, hanapan niyo po. Joke lang po.
Sige. If there are no more items from the other members, TWG, Secretariat, any concerns that you want to discuss and raise? 6 more minutes.
No other items from the secretariats.
Okay, TWG,
No other items from the TWG, sir.
thank you. If there are no more concerns from the other members, can we hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Second, any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Elmer and Ma'am Joyce. All right. Meeting is adjourned with the permission of the chair. Thank you very much, everyone, to the members, PWD Secretariat. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Atty. Dan.
Thank you po.
Thank you, everyone.